for someone that's in a similar position to me or Dan or any of our other coaches or Christian Erasmus for that matter, yeah, you're not going to hear about what books we published because, in fact, it came up. It was either the last Q&A call or the one before. I'm not going to call the person out, and there's nothing against them whatsoever. But they said I typed in Alex and the twins' names, and none of their books came up. And it's like, yeah, that's why no one knows, because there's people that are typing in my full name onto Amazon to get an idea, that get a shortcut of what books may or may not be profitable. Because if Alex is publishing in that niche, then surely it must be profitable for everyone. That's not how it works. And, I put in a lot of hard work to build the business, and I'm not going to give someone the opportunity to extract my energy from the stuff that I built just by, trying to get it.
Yeah, you'll see for yourself, and once you've got yourself to a point where you're launching a high quality book, you'll probably keep that to yourself too.
Yeah.
At least for a while.
Yeah, right. And so, there are people that know what I publish, and they're all in my mastermind, and they're trusted, guarded, and very supportive and loving individuals. So that's the only reason why they know. I'm not going to release that to the public at large. Also, this may speak to, actually, I'm gonna go into this now. So I think this is an important topic, and I know Dan will back me up on this. No, my mastermind is not open. I apologize, but okay. So I'm struggling with where to begin with this. So my job as a coach, right, is to get our students' success, and what isn't aligned with your highest success, your highest chance of success, is giving you the answer. And I'm not saying this out of theory, this is out of practice and experience. So back when I first started coaching, not first started, but rather we'll say last summer, towards the end of last summer, there were a lot of people that I coached that I put perhaps too much energy into. They were getting, we had unlimited calls at the time. There's people that were booking multiple calls a day, people that were booking 3 to 5 calls in a week. To be very frank, very unreasonable. And it was so basically for me to check off on everything that they were doing. It's really not what I'm there to do. And I don't know what the pattern is, or if it's the people that got the most energy are either gone now or just didn't really do anything with it. Now, what's ironic about it is the people that use the coaching the least, or the ones that only used it when they really needed it, are the ones who are doing really well now. There were a number of people that I felt really bad for because, they opened up and explained their life situation, and I gave them more explicit information than perhaps I should have. There's even a situation where, self-written audiobooks, for example, I have a sheet basically that would guarantee anyone to make over $10,000 a month had they published every single book on that sheet, if they wrote it themselves and if they narrated it themselves. There's 2 people that I gave that sheet to, and neither of them did anything with it whatsoever. That's not helping anyone. And that's the same idea as me, of you knowing what I publish in. Now, what's also funny is there's 2 guys that publish together that are my friends. I'm not going to say who they are, but funny enough, one of their books made their way into my keyword research lesson. I didn't give them the sheet, but I told them about it and sort of had a brief overview. They were taking notes. They took it seriously. They're making those self-written books now. They're making money now. So out of all the people that I did that for, one group, so one business, so they published together, we'll just say one person took action on it. One. And the people that didn't get spoon-fed and sort of the extra help are the ones who are doing the best now. So that's a long-winded sort of experience-based story to tell you that if you knew what I was publishing in, it would not benefit you. You are not here to make a money printing scheme. You're here to build a business, and businesses require hard work. Does it take, I saw a number of questions as well. Is this really going to take 6 months? Yes. Yes, it's going to take 6 months. I mean, that's not a long time.
6 months is fast.
6 months is
If you
extremely
can do
fast.
it in 6 months, that's rapid.
And I'll ask this too. Like, did anyone here click the raised hand button in Zoom if you played a sport or learned or were played the piano or guitar when you were growing up? By show of hands in Zoom, who played a sport or learned an instrument when they were growing up as kids? I want to see. Everyone. So, of everyone who has their hand raised right now, were you an all-star basketball player in 6 months? Were you able to play every song on the piano in 6 months? No. So why do we have different expectations for building a business? This is a skill. This is a difficult skill as well. This is why less than 1% of the population are entrepreneurs. And you guys and everyone in this call right now are part of the lucky few who has what it takes to make this happen. But if I tell you what to do, you're not going to be able to do it. You have to figure it out for yourself, because eventually, sometime down the road, I'm not going to be here. The twins aren't going to be here. You're going to be all alone by yourself. And I'm not going to be there helping you hire your writer on Upwork. I'm not going to be there when you have to fire someone. I'm not going to be there reading your book. You have to show up for yourself. Okay. And the whole reason why I'm talking about this right now is because I really, really care. The kindest thing for me to do is for me to coach people to do this themselves. It is not for me to give you the answer. So when you come to us on a coaching call and you say, does this look profitable? I'm going to ask you, what do the numbers say? Like, what does the sleek analysis say? And if you come to the meeting with 45 minutes of keyword research done, and then you're telling me, oh, this is too hard. Well, I'm sorry, not sorry. You didn't put in the work to justify you like getting the results. I liken this to fishing a lot. If you start fishing for 45 minutes and you didn't catch any fish, does that mean there's no fish in the river? Of course not, right? This takes work and time. And it seems that people really are resonating with this right now. And, as you can tell, this is something that I'm passionate about, again, because I really, really care. If I didn't care, I wouldn't even be saying this right now. I wouldn't be saying anything at all. It would be much easier for me to just wipe my brain clear, water off a duck's back, next person, next call, boom, 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 done. But that's not what my job is. My job is to make sure that I produce as many people as possible that make life-changing amounts of money. And again, that's not going to happen if I just give you the answer, or if you find out what I'm publishing, or if you find out what Dan's publishing, or if you find out what me and Christian and Rasmus are publishing. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to let that happen. So just want to say
there's a old saying, I think, Alex, isn't there? With if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you give a man a fishing rod, he can catch fish for the rest of his life, right? Exactly. That's what we try to do as coaches. We're trying to give you a fishing rod. We're trying to teach you to fish, not how to eat a fish, but how to catch them.
And, and to be fair, there is a small element in the coaching calls where you do get, to go with the metaphor, you do get a little bit of some fried fish, just a little bit, just so that you know that it's possible. There are small nuggets that you'll get, but I'm not going to do the keyword research for you. I'm not going to write the book for you. I'm not going to pay for the book for you. I'm not going to narrate it for you. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. That is your job. And my job is to make sure that you're equipped to do that. So for anyone asking what books we publish, that was a long rant to explain there is no way in hell that you're going to find that out. That's all I have to say on that, because it doesn't help you. It doesn't help you. And doesn't help you. And with that being said, though, this is the last thing on this, and we'll go on to a new thread. 99% of all keywords are well known by everyone. That's just the way that it is. So, do you have to be guarded about your niche on a high macro level? Not really. It really doesn't matter. And most people, to be completely frank about it, don't stand a chance against you if you're really doing this with maximal effort. So you don't have to worry about that on a competitive level. Mm. The thing that you would want to keep safe is your actual books. like your actual book. That's probably what you don't want to expose to the world. Now, if you're making, 5 figures a month and no one can touch you whatsoever, have a super robust business, it really truly doesn't matter at that point. In the past, if you go in the past Q&A calls, you can hear me saying that I don't care what people think, or I don't care if people know what I publish or not. Things have changed. Things have definitely changed, and it's based off of what I said previously. So, yeah, just want to say that. So anyways, that's my take on that.